Hackers.
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about all new DLC weapons that are coming in Season 2 and beyond for Modern Warfare 3. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new coverage that's going up over on detonated.com. For those out there that want additional content in the form of articles, we even got best loadouts going out now, and we'll have even more for every game mode going forward. Plus, there's plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. Thank you all for almost 20,000 new followers over on the brand new outlet. But in the background, we got some team gunfight gameplay, a brand new mode that just came out with Season 1 Reloaded. It's actually a ton of fun, and I know we saw a variant of team gunfight in the form of the snow fight. That was the Christmas LTM for gunfights about a month and a half ago. This is a ton of fun though, right? It's played on 6v6 maps. It's 6v6 in terms of how the squad works, and you do get randomized loadouts every single round. As a reminder as well, we had an amazing new episode streamed live here on the channel a couple of days ago for the Bombshell podcast. We had JGod as a guest. It was a ton of fun, and we got even more to discuss later next Friday when we get some official marketing for Season 2. But as of right now in Modern Warfare 3, you can see the following updates are on the way. First off, Headquarters, the final confirmed mode for Season 1, or the final extra mode for Season 1 multiplayer, is finally going to be dropping during the middle of next week. And we also have the addition of Soup Siege. This was the original The Boys collab event that was confirmed, promoted, and marketed heavily with the initial Season 1 Reloaded blog post and even the patch notes. For whatever reason, when Reloaded came out, we ended up getting the Soup Takedown event added into the game instead, which had us all scratching our heads. Then Vault Week went live a couple of days ago, so the third and final event as the part of the Boys collaboration, Soup Siege, is finally going to go up as of the middle of this week. There'll be plenty of free cosmetics you can earn, and even a free Tracer blueprint by completing all of the challenges as a part of that event. But as a reminder, this Wednesday is officially 1 week before the launch of Season 2. We should be getting a blog post and even roadmap reveal, which I'll be covering here on the channel. But as far as Season 2 weaponry does go, I've covered this slightly in a recent news roundup video talking about everything we know so far about the second season. To go into even more detail about weaponry here in this video though, we first up have the Anvil B, aka the FNF 2000 assault rifle. We actually saw this added in Call of Duty Vanguard, so it may just be a simple copy paste into this game. We also saw it in the original MW209 in the form of, again, the FN 2000. It's a pretty solid assault rifle that apparently is tied to the Season 2 Battle Pass, so it'll be in one of the sectors. We'll get confirmation about that later this week. And we also have the PM9 SMG, which I believe was in Black Ops 1 2010. I could be mistaken off the top of my head, but this is a weapon that is also apparently tied to the launch window of Season 2 weaponry, so should just be tied to the Battle Pass. That's the way that all launch weapons typically are handled at the beginning of a season. So with that, those are our two new DLC weapons that as of right now are rumored for February 7th, but that's also subject to change. As far as Season 2 Reloaded goes, according to the usual data miners on Twitter, we're apparently going to be seeing the HRM 762 battle rifle, and it's unclear how that'll be released in Reloaded. Will it be in the form of weekly challenges that go up randomly before or after the mid-season update? Will it be in the form of a classified Battle Pass sector challenge, or will it be through maybe an armory unlock, which we haven't even seen in Modern Warfare 3 yet? We haven't seen a DLC weapon tied to an armory unlock, even though the HRM9 SMG in Season 1 Reloaded was initially confirmed to be one, but ended up getting thrown into the classified sector. We also have the MTAR SMG, right? This was known, I think, a lot more as an assault rifle in many previous Call of Duty titles, but in real life, there's a variant of it that's actually a submachine gun. That's the version we're getting here inside of Modern Warfare 3. And we also have the sword melee weapon. So the first two weapons I mentioned for Reloaded are ranged ones, but as far as this melee weapon goes, I'm gonna guess it'll either be in a classified Battle Pass sector or released through some other means, maybe even a challenge event that's tied to the rumored Walking Dead collaboration, right? It wouldn't really surprise me if by completing a series of challenges in a Walking Dead event, the final reward is gonna be a melee weapon unlock. It'll probably be the case for the sword here, but also keep in mind when it comes to melee weapon leaks for any Call of Duty, oftentimes we see a melee weapon get misinterpreted as an actual DLC weapon when it's really tied to just an execution or a finishing move as a part of a new operator bundle. For all we know, the sword could just be an execution or finisher for Michonne, a rumored operator for Modern Warfare 3, or even both, right? Could be part of a finisher and could also be a separate DLC weapon unlock. I'll keep you guys posted on that one. But I'm also seeing really weird rumors by the usual leakers on Twitter that apparently weapon tuning has been data mined and was found again in the files for weapons that have yet to be released. I'm gonna guess that's placeholder. I highly doubt they're gonna end up bringing weapon tuning back. They ended up opting out of continuing support for weapon tuning for MW3 weaponry, and ended up removing the feature entirely for Modern Warfare 2 2 weapons that also ended up impacting Warzone, so I doubt they're going to end up kind of reverting that change and walking back on it to go ahead and reintroduce that for not just new weapons, but maybe even previous ones that released in Modern Warfare 3, including the launch weaponry. I doubt they're going to do that, especially considering the recent layoffs. I don't think they have the manpower to go ahead and introduce a feature that ambitious again. It's something that I think on paper is cool, but wasn't executed or organized in the best way throughout Modern Warfare 2's lifecycle. If anything, it made adding DLC weapons that much more complicated and probably overcomplicated weapon balancing with every major title update. But you also can't forget about the chainsaw aftermarket part, which has been rumored since the beginning of Season 1 on, what was that, December the 6th. That apparently is tied to Season 2 now, according to the usual leakers. But with the chainsaw aftermarket part, probably means that we're also going to get a set of maybe like 8 to 10 aftermarket parts added in our second season. Season 1 added in quite a bit, and they were all effectively added via either the battle pass through different sectors or even through weekly challenges, right? By doing 5 challenges in a certain week, you'd get a new aftermarket part. So I think they're going to try to stick to that schedule with Season 2 and beyond, where every week you do a set of challenges, you get a part, or in certain sectors of the battle pass, you can also get a new aftermarket part. But I'm just going to mention this, it's a bit of a stretch, but I think this is a perfect opportunity and might even be a missed one for a Gears of War collaboration, right? If you go ahead and add in a Lancer type of blueprint for a Modern Warfare 3 assault rifle, that would be sick, and then the aftermarket part could either be unlocked, through a challenge, it could be used on multiple weapons, or it could also be tied to a specific blueprint as a part of a Gears of War crossover. That would actually be insane, but in terms of when they end up doing that, it might not be in Modern Warfare 3. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Gears of War or Halo collab at some point in Call of Duty's future. Now, what's also interesting is that according to the usual data miners, there's other weapons that are also reportedly tied to Season 2, whether it's launched or reloaded, but they don't have names, and maybe these are just weapons that are being tested during Season 2, but might not drop during the second season. Apparently, there's another shotgun and SMG tied to the second season, as well as a light machine gun. Now, Season 1 added in 2 different light machine guns, so I'm very doubtful we get another one in Season 2. Apparently, one got moved from the first season to the second, but not sure if I believe that. It might just be misinterpreted code from these leakers, and there's apparently also another new pistol that may be tied to Season 2. So, for all we know, we'll end up getting 3 weapons at the beginning of the season through the battle pass, and maybe 3 more during mid-season via the classified sector, via some weekly challenges. Who knows how many weapons are actually planned, but I'm sure there's quite a few on deck ready to go or are in development, so I wouldn't rule out this many weapons for Season 2, but the only one I'm doubtful about, like I said, is going to be a light machine gun. Now, as far as Season 3 goes, there's actually a decent amount of information about weaponry for the third season, which I'm going to guess ends up going live in maybe early April if I had to guess. So apparently, in terms of advanced warfare weapons that are returning, we're going to be seeing the EM1 in the form of a battle rifle. Keep in mind, this was also featured in Vanguard, so it might just be an easy copy-paste. We then have the BAL 27 assault rifle, an ultimate fan favorite that apparently is tied to the Season 3 battle pass. We also have the ASM1 SMG, which we also saw in 2014 via Advanced Warfare. Then the compound bow. So the bow has been something that has been leaked out since, I want to say, early Season 1, so I'm not surprised that that's finally getting some more info tied to it. And we also have the Morse sniper rifle, which we also saw in Advanced Warfare. I think it was probably the most well-received sniper rifle during that Call of Duty's life cycle. And lastly, the S&W M&P handgun, which is also tied to apparently the third season of content. Does that mean we're getting an Advanced Warfare crossover, or a full-fledged one, I should say, in Season 3? I doubt it. I mean, we did see a playlist in Advanced Warfare where there were no jetpacks allowed, and the maps didn't play all that great because, again, the map design for Advanced Warfare was catered towards jetpack gameplay. So, don't know if they're going to remake any maps from that game and put them in Season 3, let's say, but even if we just get weaponry that comes back throughout that season, it'll be cool to see. I mean, in terms of the narrative and lore, I don't think they have interest in kind of tying in something like COD Ghost or Advanced Warfare or even a Black Ops game right now into the post-launch story that's being told for Modern Warfare 3, but I would guess by the end of MW3's lifecycle, we do get a bunch of Black Ops connections, something with Rebirth Island, an event that sets up Black Ops 2024. I think we'll end up getting that, but other than that, I don't think, like the original rumor suggested, we're going to end up getting themed seasons where we end up getting a bunch of weapons and maps from older CODs or even characters. I think at most we'll see weapons that return, but in even better ways that better suit Modern Warfare 3. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. How are you feeling about everything we know so far about the new DLC weapons that are coming in Season 2 and beyond? Again, take all rumors and leaks with a grain of salt. These weapons could come out anytime in different forms, through different means. They might not be tied to the exact seasons that they were leaked to be tied to, so take that as you may. But with that being said, really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.